This is Deductor, continuing the Gloomhaven campaign playthrough. In the last episode, we went to the Frozen Hollow, fought some pretty tough enemies, including these frost demons, hounds, and a whole bunch of living spirits, and barely won. Both myself and Chag were literally on our last turn, but we won, and we unlocked the Enchantress. But before I get to that, I just want to thank a viewer, Timu, who explained why the living spirit attacked the way it did. There was that one turn where I got very frustrated because I couldn't understand why the living spirit had chosen to target Chag as opposed to Luke. And it turns out the reason is because the way the AI targets, it's deterministic, and they always target the closest mercenary. So what happened was the living spirit targeted Chag because Chag was the closest, then it moved away, and then it attacked because it had already chosen its target. It didn't move away and then choose the target. So it's an order of operations issue. That was actually super helpful. That explains a lot. And hopefully that will clear up any future frustration when it comes to that. I know if an enemy can choose between two targets that are equally close, it will always target your mercenary of the lowest initiative. So, all right, let's do a bit of the perk point assignment on myself. Let's get rid of, let's do this focus. Get rid of that -1 card. That -1 card actually like messed me up a little bit in the Frozen Hollow scenario. There were a couple times where I drew it and it was like, I was just 1 damage off. So getting rid of that, I think, is really, really good. Plus, now that I have all of these perks, I know that I will always do the minimum damage as listed on the card, or 0 damage. So it makes it a lot easier to plan turns. Getting that attack modifier deck improved is one of the highest priorities, and there are, of course, more things I could do to improve it, but I think this was the biggest thing. All right, that's the only thing I can do there. And next, the Enchantress. So this is the sort of last core mechanic of the game. I only have 1 enchantment point. And what that means is on the cards, if there's a little circle next to a value, like here Smoke Bomb or the Pole 2 or the Range 3, I can add an additional effect to that card. Like if I hover over here, plus attack. So Flanking Strike normally it does 3 damage. If I enchanted it with plus attack, I would do 4 damage. It's not bad. I could make it so that when I attack, it applies poison or it applies wound or any of these other effects. As you can see, the costs are very different. If it's a basic upgrade like plus attack, it's pretty cheap. But if you want to do something really, really good like Disarm, which like in 90% of cases is basically a stun, which is the strongest type of CC in the game, then, well, you know, it costs 150. So depending on the card or the effect, there are different costs. The cards that you get from leveling up cost a bit more. So this one, the Open Wound, the plus attack is 45 gold as opposed to 35 gold. And so then the question is, oh, plus you only have 1 enchantment point. It's not like I can just go and upgrade every single card eventually. Nope, you gotta pick, gotta make choices. And you, of course, have to have the money to afford it. So the question is then, what do I do with these enchantments? Like, what is a good strategy? And I'm not a complete expert on Gloomhaven, unlike in Battle Brothers, where I know what the right strategy is. Here, it is, my general feeling is you should either make an enchantment that is on a card you use all the time, and it just like makes that card more consistent, more reliable, or it should be used on a card that will have a gigantic impact that will like fundamentally transform the card in some way. In fact, I'm gonna do Luke first because I already know what I'm gonna do with him. So there are tons of things we could do, but I want to actually just up the range on his stun shot. Because stun shot, he's using literally all the time. Like, it's very rare for him not to use the top of stun shot. It's such great value. It's a card that doesn't burn. That's another consideration. I think generally you want to enchant something that doesn't like burn so that you can use it over and over again. You maximize your value. It's very cheap. And the range actually makes a big difference. Like, this card, you just want to stun something. You don't really care about the damage. But positioning can be tricky in Gloomhaven. And sometimes you don't actually want to move up. And being able to stun from even longer range is very, very strong. Plus, his whole personal quest is he's got to buy items, right? So, got to be a little careful with the gold. But I do want to play around with his enchantments, like why not? So, very basic upgrade, but this will get value for sure. So let's do that. And now his stun shot is from range 4. Shag is the next person I was looking at, and I think there are many different things I could do. I could, for example, upgrade the bottom of Trample. We know like using Trample in the boots and the Warhammer is a super strong combo. You can make that combo even stronger. You can save up money and get wound on it. So what that means is when I stun something, I inflict wound as well. I guess I have to stun with the Warhammer, so I shouldn't say that. It's when I use the bottom of this card and attack, that enemy also gets wound. I'll often combine it with the stun effect, so it'll skip its turn and then take a damage, and then the next turn it'll take another damage. I'm basically doubling the damage on Trample. If I can hit like 4 targets with this, I've done an extra 8 damage. That's pretty crazy. Even though it's a burn effect, it's very strong. So I think making enchantment on like a huge impact card is really good. Unfortunately, can't afford it. So I could save up for it, but don't really want to. At least not right now. Another thing I could do is just take like a really good card that I use all the time, the top of Provoking Roar. I use this like all the time and add a really strong effect to it, like Wound. This is another perfect example. I'll almost certainly go first, 10 initiative on Provoking Roar, disarm it, inflict wound. The enemy will pass its turn and take 1 damage, and then at the start of its next turn, it takes another point of damage. So I've doubled my damage on a card I use all the time. And yeah, I disarm something, but like eventually I have to kill it. So this is great. Like I could get even more value out of it if it lives like long enough. So this is just like, I think, a very solid choice. I would, if I had unlimited money, what I would really do is take something like Brute Force and add Disarm to it. So I AoE Disarm, that would be like broken powerful. And as you can see, the game understands that and like prices it appropriately. I don't know how I would ever get 320 gold at the beginning of the campaign like this, but this would be like the truly busted thing to do. Applying an AoE Disarm. Another really good choice is taking something like Brute Force and add Strengthen. Something on the bottom where you can add Strengthen. I really like that combo. Strengthen means like your next attack is with advantage. But the great thing about doing it on the bottom of a card is you could use the bottom first, then you attack with the top, you get the Strengthen effect. And the next turn, you're still Strengthened. So you could attack again. You could basically get 2 Strengthen charges out of it. And if you do it on a card you're going to use the bottom of all the time, like Brute Force, then you will pretty easily get value out of that. And the game knows it, like it prices the Strengthen effect accordingly. I can't afford that either. And the last thing I could do is I could just take something like Overwhelming Assault and the Push effect and just do a basic upgrade there. That's also a surprisingly strong choice. Because like push 3 is often just a lot more useful than push 2. And I could like push an enemy through 2 traps or something like that, or push them into a trap. Like if this makes a difference in just 1 turn in a scenario where I push an enemy onto a trap that does like 6 damage, this like that is enough. Like if it read +6 damage on the bottom, wouldn't it be the most insane 20 gold upgrade? But it's conditional, of course, right? You could always upgrade it with something like wound, just like push it, inflict wound, do a little extra damage. Although, I don't know, that doesn't feel very impactful to me. So I'm debating between the wound on the provoking roar or something more utility based, like the push on the overwhelming assault. And I think I'm gonna go with push on the overwhelming assault, just to let's see if we can really take advantage of that extra range. The other thing I was thinking of is upgrading sweeping blow to push 2 on all adjacent enemies instead of push 1. That would also be super strong, and I of course drop overwhelming assault for sweeping blow. That could be like I could push multiple enemies into traps or something like that, but overwhelming assault kind of lets you do the same thing. Often traps are together, so if you could push an enemy through 2 traps, it's often even better. Plus, I think the top of overwhelming assault is generally better than the top of sweeping blow. Like, yeah, I don't burn it a lot, but when you do like want to do something like the 6 damage from here could actually make a big difference. Anyway, I'm gonna do another cheap upgrade here. Just apply a little push to overwhelming assault, and I could always just sell my enchantment, get pretty much all the money back, most of the money back, and then buy something else. The way you get enchantment points, by the way, is you have to level up Gloomhaven wealth. Okay, so anyway, on myself, good candidates are something like enchanting the bottom of a high movement car with jump, but I would probably do that if I didn't have the wing shoes. If I had like different shoes, that'd be a really good choice. Otherwise, you could do something like the strengthen on the top of special mixture. I don't think it's as good on the top of a card because I would have to specifically special mixture top Thieves' Knack on the bottom to attack to get like the max value out of it. And like you're basically in a way passing a turn to strengthen, and the next turn you attack. I don't know, it seems kind of weak. You could do something like upgrade the bottom of Sinister Opportunity with a bit more move. That's also pretty good, like, but generally the Scoundrel doesn't have movement problem. You just, I have to admit, I had a hard time figuring out what to upgrade because pretty much everything seemed pretty basic to me. Another interesting choice would be to upgrade the pull effect of Smoke Bomb with something like Poison. That's kind of like +1 damage. It just doesn't feel very strong. Upgrading it with this arm would be real interesting. Really, really interesting. But I can't afford it. Plus range on throwing knives, that's pretty bad. The other interesting thing is I could upgrade Strengthen on the top of Smoke Bomb. That's another fascinating choice because I go invisible, I double the value of my attack next turn, and it's going to be Strengthened, so I can't miss unless I have like a curse in the deck, and I do like double damage. That's pretty sick. That seems like a no-brainer to do, but I hesitate to do it on a burn card. Like, it just doesn't seem very satisfying to me because you get the effect once a scenario. And I feel it has to be a big effect, like the trampo on Shag. So I'm actually thinking I just do something super basic, like add wound to flanking strike. I use the top of flanking strike like all the time. That's not going to be a problem. I could also just +1 damage to open wound, but I like to spread the cards around a little bit. So like adding wound to flanking strike, I think it's pretty cheap, 45 gold. I could always sell it and get something else later. Just can't really think of like another good choice. So I think that's gotta be it. Don't need to poison. I have like daggers and stuff for that. So yeah, just gonna do something basic, wound to flanking strike. We're gonna get value out of that for sure. It's at the minimum +1 damage. And sometimes it's like, okay, I attack it, it has 2 hit points left. Just let it move, take a damage, and the next turn it dies. Like, because my initiative on flanking strike is 4, I'm like almost no enemies have initiative faster than that, so I will always like be able to apply that wound effect. Very few enemies are immune to wound in the game, like bosses. I think that's probably it. I admittedly haven't played like that much of the game, so maybe there are some enemies later on, but whatever. There was also one other thing I wanted to mention, which is that I am actually, now that I have plenty more money, I'm gonna buy myself an Eagle Eye Goggle. And for this particular scenario, I'm gonna swap out my horn helmet for the Eagle Eye Goggle. I want to make sure I don't miss, because I am going to work for Jaxera. We're in too deep now. We're gonna go kill the captain of the guard, and he has 42 hit points. I want to do like a big attack on him with like smoke bomb, sinister opportunity, maximize the damage, and I do not want to miss that attack. And the Eagle Eye Goggle should make sure that is not a problem. What was I gonna do? Oh, one other thing. Now that I have a little money left on myself and Shag, I'm actually gonna go to the Temple of the Grey Oak and do the blessing, because first of all, I get 2 blessed cards for the next mission, which is nice, but the real reason is you level up your devotion, and when you level that up, you can increase your Gloomhaven wealth, which will eventually increase prosperity. So I'm not just throwing my money away, I am gradually leveling up the town doing this. I don't really have anything else to spend my money on, so like having money in the inventory and not spending it is pointless. It's not like you earn interest or anything like that. So I'm gonna bless Chang, I'm gonna bless myself, but I am not gonna bless Luke because I need to save his money for his class quest. All right, let's get to this city encounter. You are walking across the silent bridge, headed towards the Sleeping Lion to get a quick meal, when you see a Quattro standing in front of a small cart laden with plates of food and curious contraptions. Come try the delicacies of the East, the Quattro barks. Food enhanced with science, flavors beyond your wildest imagination. You know what? You know, fellow Quattro, I think Luke would definitely try the food. You decide to indulge in the unknown and see what the Quattro is offering. He looks very pleased at your approach and instructs you to inhale a tube of vapors, then take a bite from a bowl full of tiny golden spheres. As the spheres melt in your mouth, the taste mixed with the aroma of the vapors to create a wonderful experience. You pay what you can, but the Quattro seems solely focused on how much you enjoy the meal. We each lost 3 gold, but gold is nothing. And we're blessed. Wow. Okay, how many blessed cards do I actually have in my deck? Can I not? Because I also got the blessing from the temple. Do I get 2 blesses or 4 blessed? Did I like waste a donation in a way? Kind of. Not really, because I'm still leveling up the town, but I guess doesn't it show up being your attack modifiers here? I guess we're gonna find out when we start the scenario, huh? All right. Think I did everything. Goggles. The healing thing. I'm actually considering buying an iron helmet for Chag. The healing necklace is cute, but the 1 damage heal is like whatever. Whereas the iron helmet could save him from burning a card. I think I actually want the helmet on Shag over the necklace. Like, minimize RNG, you know. I think if there were a mission where the enemies have like innate poison and they can just poison me all the time, the helmet would be a lot better. I mean, the necklace would be better than the helmet. But this iron helmet is really, really good. Okay, I think I prepared everything I want to, so let us get to the city quest. It's time to finish what we started with Jaxera. You know what? She has been reliable. She has paid us consistently every single time. No problems. Okay, she wants to massacre some guards and like put the undead in charge of the city, but you know what? We're in too deep, okay? We are in too deep. It is time to work for or finish the job. I'm sure she'll pay us well, And Jaxera has been very reliable. She's kind of a lawful evil type. She keeps to her word. And like the city guard hasn't made a compelling counter offer. Like if you double the money or something, yeah, sure, we'll betray Jaxera, but they didn't offer to do that. So, you know, it's not really my problem. Not my problem. Let's get to it.
Jaxera's plan is troubling, but it's certainly sound in some dark, twisted sense. You've seen the guards on the wall. They can barely fight back the vermlings, and their taxation is strangling the town and your own pocket.
Oh, it's true. They can barely fight back the vermlings.
With an army of undead, the merchants can govern the city into an age of prosperity and keep it safe from the forces outside the walls. You head to Jaxera to prepare to take Gloomhaven.
Indeed. And because this is in the town, there's no road encounter.
So are you ready to take the fate of this city into your own hands, mercenaries? You nod in assent as Jaxera continues. My army is ready. We march for the Ghost Fortress. A commotion in the foyer startles you away from Jaxera's rally. Rushing into the room, you see a troop of soldiers standing over the bodies of Jaxera's Inox guards. This ends now. Argis points a crossbow at you. I tried to warn you. Do you have any idea what you are unleashing on the city? It's too late. Jaxera spits from behind you. They can't stop us. My army has already dispersed into the city. It will only grow with every guard who falls.
Okay. Ooh, I have to choose between aggressor and indigent. I mean, I want to loot. Okay, Chag is easy, professional. Use items equipped number of times equal to greater your level +2 in the scenario. That's basically free. Like, look at all these items we have. It's impossible to not use them. Luke. I don't think he's gonna be able to do executioner. He doesn't have the damage. These guards have pretty good health. He might loot a chest. There is a single chest. We just have him loot the chest. That's pretty easy. I feel terrible about not looting. That seems silly. Gotta loot, right? Although I don't really need the money anymore. I suppose I could save up for the next enchantment. So I could use money. Aggressor. Yeah, it's probably a bad idea, but I can't pick to not loot. That doesn't make sense. I might fail the objective. I don't think I've actually failed a single objective yet, but I might fail this one. I don't really care that much. My modifier deck is pretty good already. A couple more things I could do, but I already got like all the things I really care about, so it's not that big of a deal if I fail this. All right. Oh, I should double check my cards, make sure I have the right stuff I want. I have a lot of shield, but I don't think Trickster's Reversal is that good. I do think, though, I don't want throwing knives. I want a little ranged, so Swift Bow gives me a little range attack, and it has an extra attack point, so more likely to penetrate shields. I think that's good. Chag, do I want warding strength over one of these other cards? Don't think so. Overwhelming assault should be fine. Then Luke, I think, is good. Do I want potent potables for this? Might be quite relevant. Like reviving shock, the damage is just bad here. Drop a little damage. I always feel kind of nervous about dropping damage, but I don't think I'm actually dropping that much damage. Wonder if I want like the bottom ring invigorating elixir. That could actually come into play, but drop that for potent potables for reinvigorating elixirs. That's very interesting. think I'll do that. Because a good reinvigorating elixir turn could be very strong, and the top of reinvigorating elixir is a heal, kind of like potables, so that seems to me to make sense. I do like potables. I haven't used it enough, but like when you combine this with the bottom of restorative mist, it's really absurdly strong. If I had like one other card that does an AoE heal, I pretty much can't get rid of potables. All right. This is what it is. Let's get to it.
Jexera turns to you. Head to the Ghost Fortress. If the captain of the guard falls, any resistance to our new order will fall soon after.
Indeed.
She disappears, and you prepare to complete your orders.
Okay, kill the captain of the guard. That is literally the objective. So we don't have to attack anything else. Or I should say, we don't have to kill anything else. Also, look at the size of this map. That is terrifying. But we do get allies. We get a whole bunch of living bone allies who can help us. So that's good. Alright. Round 1. This is going to be a super long scenario, by the way. I have not actually done this scenario before, so I've played all the other scenarios before, but not this one. This seems like crazy hard, actually. So let's do it. I'm going to open with my usual smoke bomb flanking strike combo. Flanking strike enhanced with wound. Gonna pull this city archery, stab it. That should kill it. If I draw a +1, it's just dead. If not, it'll die in 2 turns. Whatever. Just don't miss. And then this room looks pretty easy. We have a whole bunch of allies to fight for us. So I'll use a toxic bolt, flamethrower, toxic bolt on bottom, top, flamethrower on the. In fact, I'm gonna reverse. Well, no, better to do toxic bolt first. The poison could help my allies do some damage. I'm just picking a card I don't really care about the bottom on, like flamethrower. And then I'm actually gonna go super slow with Chag. Use the top of trample with the 72 initiative, and the bottom of shield bash. Bottom of shield bash feels bad though. But I don't like giving up a high initiative card like that, but I want like all the cards with movement. And I might use skewer. I don't want to use any cards that have movement right now, because look at the size of this map, right? We gotta move. That's one way you actually lose in Gloomhaven. You don't move quick enough, and then you're at the end and you realize, oh, I've exhausted like most of my cards. I don't have enough damage to finish the scenario. So moving is really, really important. So here I'm just gonna not worry about yeah, giving up shield bash. Not great, but I think this will be fine. Alrighty. Ooh, the guards are doing stuff, and then the living bones will attack. That's good. The guards should attack the skeletons, which will be perfect. I don't see any reason to use any of my consumables in this room. Alright, +0. It should move and then shoot a skeleton. So that's perfectly fine. I don't need the stamina potion. Let us poison one of the other guards. This one. I don't want to move up right now, so I'm gonna apply the shield effect. Why not? Could actually do something here. Alright, no need to get a card back either. Archer's gonna move. Shoot a skeleton. Oh, wait, what? Is this another case? Oh, it picked a target first, and then it attacked. It had 4 targets. I had the lowest initiative. Thank you, Timu, again, for teaching me this game mechanic. I want to say, though, if the archer moves away And there was an enemy next to it. Shouldn't it target the enemy next to it? Oh, whatever. Whatever. 3 damage. It's okay. We can take it. Alright. Oh! Ooh! Double damage from the city guard on that skeleton. Alright, what's this one gonna do? No damage. That's pretty hilarious. Alright. Go, my skeleton allies. Go, like, finish this nonsense off. Let us use the bottom of shield badge to move. Let's just do top of trample here on this guard. +1. I love it. Well done, Jag. He's down to half health. We don't need to burn any cards or anything. And let's let my allies do some work. Nice. Nice. Good work, skeleton buddies. Alright, that was less impressive, but it's bound to happen. Alright, double damage, +2. Nope. Alright, look at the draws on their modifier deck. You can see it on the right. I guess it's actually been pretty average. Drew 1 more -1. You know, this was as good of a result as we can expect. Definitely opening the door this turn. We just gotta get moving. Round 2. I am going to use a special mixture. Move up poison this guard, and the open wound should just kill it outright, even without the wound effect. Not sure there's a better thing to do there. I want to save all my other tricks. Then on Shag, we gotta go through the door now. So grab and go, high move, and then we'll see what's going on. Probably be able to use the top of Spare Dagger for a range attack, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on. And then I'm gonna actually go very slow here with Luke. Bottom of Crank Bow for some movement. Top of Restorative Mist, do a little healing. And then we'll figure out what to do next turn. Probably gonna do Stun Shot or something, but we can figure it out at that point. My allies should be able to finish up the remaining trash in this room. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about picking up the gold. I just don't even really think it's worth it. Look at the size of this map. We can't be dilly-dallying. All right, the skeletons aren't even moving, which is actually very concerning. All right, poison, because like there's no reason not to poison. As long as I don't miss, it's dead. Yep. This is the power of like changing your attack modifier. Oh, I can see I have 3 bless. How many bless does Luke have? If you hold down Alt, you can see ×2. Oh, ×2 means it's the ×2 effect. So that meal from the Quattro gave all of us 1 bless card. Very nice. No reason to get a stamina potion back just yet. I want to like pick a good turn to do that. Okay, this is gonna be an important turn. Oh, that's pretty crazy. Oh boy, they should target the zombies, right? Right? 1, 2, 3. Do not want to eat like. Huh. I mean, look at the perfect AoE on some of these targets. Ink Bomb would be so incredible. The AI should treat my allies the same, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of a problem. These skeletons are standing still. They need to like come help out. This is a lot of enemies. The zombies won't last long. So in theory, this guard, elite, all of them should stay put. This one 6 and 1. This one should actually move back to attack, and this one should also move back to attack. I just really want to make sure I actually attack this turn. Two, three. If I come up here, this guard's gonna come up. This one, I'm gonna get like ganked. That seems bad. But I think if I stay right literally here, I'll be okay. And then I can get a little healing. If I step back 1, this guard's gonna be able to come up and attack me anyway, and I would give up my attack. Like, I feel like I need the damage, so I have to figure it out. This guard's gonna come up here. This guard's gonna come up here. The elite moves first, but the elite should move back here. They should go get distracted by those zombies. Next turn, I'm gonna have to use myself, the wing boots, to jump through the guards to attack them. And I probably need a big AoE on these guards back here. Because this archer is going to move like that. I haven't figured out the AoE situation yet, but... Alright, let's do this. Let's do a spare dagger. Good. Need that damage. Don't think I want any of my cards back. Alright. Yep. Went back to fight the zombies. That's perfect. Oh, and then the zombies can counterattack. Yes. With their 5 damage. Oh, and the AI is missing. We have luck of the gods this mission. Alright. -1. That's no problem. Ooh. Crit hit over there on the skeleton, but that's what they're for. To absorb that nonsense. Didn't actually even take any damage. Alright. Ooh, the archers might finish up the zombies before the zombies can even attack. That would be... shame. That's very disappointing. What's the retaliate on these guards? Retaliate 1. Okay. That's fine. Not gonna use crank bow. Guess I might as well get this loot. Why not? Then heal. Next turn, I'm gonna do some work. Alright, my living bones allies. Finish off that guard back there. The rest of them don't do anything. This is all very good. Alright, I mean, that's damage. I'll take any damage we get. They're all busy fighting the zombies. That's perfect. Alright. Gotta think about this turn. Round 3. Each of these rounds have taken quite a bit of time for me to think through. This looks like a crazy hard scenario. Look at that. This is only the second room. There are 4 rooms. Okay, so I'm going to use Duelist Advanced Thieves Knack, use my wing boots, jump over with Duelist Advanced, stab the guard with Thieves Knack on the bottom. Should kill it. And then on Shag, I know next turn I need to do a big move up here and then do like a provoking roar, probably on like the elite archers. Those things are super dangerous. Like just disarm it, make sure it can't do anything. So this time I'm just picking 2 cards like Leaping Cleave, Brute Force. In case somehow this guard is not dead, Leaping Cleave should finish it off and then I can move up with Brute Force. I don't even think the shield's gonna do much, but it's just like next turn I'm gonna have to do something bigger. Also just use Skewer. Like realistically, I'm not going to use the top of skewer probably. You never know. You never know. And the push on the overwhelming assault could do something. I feel like the shield on the brute force is the worst. And then I'm going to go very slow with Luke. Hook gun, enhancement field. Again, I'm just picking 2 cards I don't really care about that much. I'll also pick a, I think enhancement field could do some damage. Probably going to use the boots to move up. And next turn, I'm almost certainly going to have to move and then ink bomb something. That's my expectation. I could also go super quick this turn with stun shot. Just stun the guard and move with, you know, since I'm expecting to AoE next turn, now that I really think about it, I do like the idea of stunning. Do very much like that idea. And then next turn, we're going to do a gigantic AoE and pray for luck. In the right situation, I could even move up and, ooh, here's a sneaky thing I could do. Okay, I'm liking this. I don't really care about these guards, they're pretty weak. I would like to stun something up here. So I could use myself and Chag to kill one of these guards. Then I'm gonna move up with the boots, and with my range from stun shot, if I stand here, I could stun like pretty much anything. They'll probably move, I stun, they'll be useless for next turn. I AoE, if like maybe I stun this guard here, he won't die from the AoE, but he'll be useless next turn. I bought myself some extra time doing shenanigans like this. I love it. Let's get to it. Alright, archers are going to do a whole bunch of damage. At least the living bones are going to move and the living corpses are going to move. That's good. What's the range? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're going to, this elite archer is going to attack. And these should both target the zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. Oof. I'm gonna get hit, but I have no choice. Like, just need this archer here is gonna hit me for 3, but I don't see what I could do about it. Yeah, I need to do the damage. There's no holding back. Do a poison stab. Question is, do I use my Eagle Eye goggles? The only thing I'm worried about is a miss. I don't think I worry about that enough. Ooh, crit. Drew the bless. Technically different than a crit, since the bless would have reset the deck. I mean, the crit would have reset my modifier deck, but the bless card is just consumed. Kind of a overkill there. Do I want a card back? And the answer is, what are they gonna do? The archer is gonna attack. Skeletons are gonna move. The guards are gonna attack. These 2 guards are gonna stand here. This one's gonna there. This one is going to move up 1. No, it's gonna stand still and shoot. Yeah, this one's gonna shoot first. This one's gonna shoot. Then, or this one's actually gonna shoot first. Then this one's gonna move up and shoot. Then this one is gonna shoot me. Then the 2 guards are gonna move up. I'm trying to think, is there some way to group the AI together into a really nice AoE? Like, if I can move you here, but I don't have the movement, unless I use Duelist Advance. I think that's what I want back. Duelist Advance. Okay. I got a plan. Yep. That's exactly how I expected that to go. This archer is going to move next, move up, attack a zombie. Oh, it doesn't have to move. All right, that's... I guess I miscounted the range 4. All right, that's fine. That actually works. All right, guard attacks me, -1. Very good. Living bones are all gonna move, but they can't get through the door. Is to be expected. Just keep drawing those move cards. Alright, City Guard Elite gonna move up and attack the zombie. Just don't draw a +1. Of course. Yeah, it's not like we expected the zombies to last long. Yeah. Little stab there. Okay. How do I rearrange the archers for an AoE? Oh. Maybe I miscalculated a little. I thought this guard for sure would move up there, but I messed that up. This is like actually a really important decision. I think no matter what, I'm gonna use my boots of striding, so might as well attack with the leaping cleave since it does the most damage. Let's just do that. Ugh! That sucks. -2. Alright. My zombie ally will at least do a little bit of damage. Don't think I need to heal just yet. So it's like I'm almost certainly going to take more damage. Still. Don't really see the point of healing yet. I have cards that can heal. Okay. Ooh, that's no good. I need to maximize my movement. Okay, I guess we're stunning this guard. It's fine. My skeleton allies will deal with him. Yes, that seems smart. Okay. This is going to be the most critical round. Round 4. This round was extremely tricky. And I think I have the plan, although a little will depend on what the AI does. My plan is to move up with myself, duelist advance to attack this guard. Then I'm gonna do some more shenanigans where I move like over here, back here with myself, and then sinister opportunity this archer here. Then Chag is gonna move up with overwhelming assault, push the archer into the corner. 1, 2, 3. I believe you can push enemies through each other, and even if you can't, if we push him here, that's this archer here, that's great. Then I could do a Juggernaut to reposition, maybe stab another of their archers or something like that. I haven't quite figured that out yet. And then Luke will use the bottom ring rating elixir plus his boots to move up a lot, and then do a gigantic net shooter AoE on this clump right here. That will immobilize, CC this guard, and best of all, I was thinking about just using Ink Bomb, try to kill them outright, but the CC might be quite valuable here. Save Ink Bomb for some, and with my like enhancements and the Bless and the Eagle Eye Goggles, you should be able to do a lot of damage. I think it's worth it. And then next turn we could set up some other nice attack or heal. We'll figure that out. And I might just need the bottom of Ink Bomb to keep moving. Like this scenario is huge. All right, let's see how this will work out. City guards are basically doing not much, although they are shielding themselves, which is annoying. What are the archers doing? Oh, that sucks. Targeting multiple enemies. Does that change my calculations at all? Is there any way I could manipulate this further in my favor? So much damage, but I'm not sure what I could do about it. We also need to do damage. We can't be like... And next turn I'll have at least like Provoking Roar and some CC. So I think we have to just do this. +0, a little unfortunate, but should be fine. We're gonna kill it with the AoE. This is the critical question. What... Is there any other shenanigan we could do? Move here, move you over. Can I push him? No. Move here, move you up there. What would that do? Nothing. Come here. Come here, move you down. It'd be kind of perfect to AoE this clump, but ironically, because I upgraded Overwhelming Assault on Chag, he would get pushed 3, so back there, which is ironically the upgrade on Overwhelming Assault actually screwed me over for that maneuver, which I had not considered that particular possibility, but it's pretty rare. I don't know, I think I just kind of stick with my original plan. And pray a little bit for luck, you know. They're not doing like that much damage. I really don't see a better move. We just need to do damage. Like, we just need to. And then we can heal next turn. Plus, at least some of the attacks will be at a disadvantage. I can't burn my invisibility just yet. Yep. Can I push him like right here? Nope. Gotta push him all the way back. Then Juggernaut to move up. Gonna attack the guard with less armor. At least when attacking Chag, both archers will be disadvantaged, which is something. Do I heal? I mean, we're gonna take the damage now, so let's heal. And I can Provoking Roar Skewer next turn. That looks fantastic. If I move here, I can't AoE. I have to move... I think here will do the trick. The boots, net shooter. Plus, I will have CC the guards for next turn. It is time for the piercing bow. The question is, do I use the power potion? Better do it, just in case. I want to make sure those other 2 guards die. Oh, wow. Not quite the right modifiers, but didn't need the power potion, turns out. But it's fine. It's all good. Zombie will move up, do a little damage, hopefully. Do I want a card back? Well, Provoking Roar 1 next turn, so I don't think I need a card back here. Alright, the Living Bones are at least moving up. I don't even care about this guard back here. Like... Oh, yeah, the skeletons will finish it off for me. Good. Wow! Good work, skeletons. Not useless. Not even going after any of this loot. I just can't. Alright, this is gonna suck. Not too much I could do. Oh! The fact that I'm adjacent to an enemy doing a range attack means that it attacks at a disadvantage. So that was draws a -2 and a times -1 and a critical hit ×2. But fortunately for me, it was just a -1. And the other archer will... Ooh, -2. Look at that. Beautiful. And -1. Yeah, playing very aggressively like this, I really didn't take that much damage. That was a perfectly acceptable amount of damage. Alright, this turn will be pretty easy. Let's do an enhancement field and harmless contraption to heal. Skeletons are even healing, which is fantastic. Ugh. Gonna get mobilized. I don't like that, but what can you do? Should I move through the door? That seems like a insane idea. Let's not do that. Need to give time for these skeleton allies to catch up anyway. Let's see. We're gonna disarm the captain. So I should really use backstab and then top a swift bow. That seems to me to make sense. And then we're gonna long rest to get my boots and my poison dagger back. So because of that, there is no reason not to use the Ego Eye Goggles here. You never know, we could draw a crit. Nope. It's okay. Perfectly fine. It's Provoking Roar to disarm the elite guard. Do a little damage. If I'd taken wound on this, I'd be doing so much more damage. Ugh, kind of regret doing that. Alright, we're probably gonna long rest here as well. I didn't use my boots, really? I might not long rest, we'll see. The fact that I haven't used my boots really makes me not want to long rest. Alright, go skeletons. Excellent work. Yes, move, heal. Beautiful, I love it. Everybody keep moving. That is annoying. Chag kind of has to long resting away. Oh, the zombie didn't even get to attack. That's a problem. Yo, there. Seems smart. Let's enhancement field the archer. I don't like that. I don't know if I can long rest on Shag. I'm definitely gonna long rest on me. That makes sense. But I don't think I can afford long rest on Shag. I kind of need a Provoking Roar. Stamina booster, ink bomb here. That's pretty simple. Yeah, can't afford it. Short rest, skewer. It's not great, but I'll take it. Got a Provoking Roar to disarm that thing. And what do I do on the bottom? Shield myself with Shield Bash? Probably gonna take some damage. I know I burned both my high initiative cards, but I can use a Stamina Potion to get one of them back. Yeah, good choice. Good choice. Disarm you. Another +1. I love it. Shield. And let's not use the Stamina Potion just yet. Don't really see the need. That's why I should attack Chag for 1 damage. Puny 1 damage. Not a problem. I don't even know what my allies are doing. Oh, healing. Not bad. Oh, this one's gonna come attack Luke, which is not ideal. Yeah. Oh, but I have the leather armor, so he missed. Never mind, that was perfectly fine. Maybe move up and just heal myself. Or I could stab the guard for 2 damage. I don't even care about the gold. I don't think I can afford to loot any of this stuff. The mission's so long. Yeah, let's just heal me. Almost certainly gonna long rest here on Luke. Okay, what card do I not need? Special Mixture, maybe? That's usually the card I choose to burn. Smoke Bomb, I need that for the boss. We haven't even gotten to the boss. That's the scary part. Like, have not even gotten to the boss. It's gotta be Special Mixture. Alright, I gotta think about this turn. Round 7. I am gonna open with a Flanking Strike and Duelist Advance. Use the bottom of Duelist Advance plus the top of Flanking Strike. That should be an insane amount of damage. Should kill this city archer. I think I will actually use the Eagle Eye Goggles just to make sure it dies. Don't want to, like, miss. That would cause such a big problem. These elite archers are super annoying. Then I'll use grab and go, spare dagger, the old combo here on Chag. Scout this room. We gotta, like, keep moving. And then Luke is gonna long rest. And I have a feeling my allies can come in and just finish off this stuff. Yeah. So. Bottom of duelist advance. Top of flanking strike and goggles it. No, not messing around. Okay, 12 damage. Take it. Oh, what am I saying? I'll take it. That's absurd. Of course I'll take it. Alright. Yeah, you might as well use your spare dagger on this guard. Like, eliminate a little bit of that damage. Okay, let's see what is behind door number 2. A gazillion enemies. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I especially don't like these guards in the middle. Although I have some tricks to deal with them. We gotta go toward the right. And, okay, there are some traps. Might be able to do something with those traps. This is an absurd number of enemies. Good thing these guards are standing put. Okay. What do I do? Range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the initiative on the skeletons? Bad. These guards should all target the skeletons closer to them. And then maybe next turn I could do a 1, 2, 3. I could do a leaping cleave to get myself in there. And then to get myself out, I would have to use another leaping cleave, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine with me. 1, 2, 3. I have to use the boots no matter what. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually really good for me to sneak my way here. Because all these, like, regular guards can't even attack me. And the archers are the most dangerous. The boss must be in the last room. Hopefully he has, like, himself and maybe one guard or something like that. What will Luke do? He might be in a bit of trouble. I don't know how he's gonna deal with all these guards by himself, but yeah, because I have the wing boots. I just backstab, wing boots, move myself here, and start, like, dealing absurd amounts of damage. I think I go here because I always use the boots next turn. Yeah. Alright. Do I want a card back? We're gonna leaping cleave. Trample, probably. You know, better leaping cleave, provoking roar. I just want to go quick. I don't want any sort of, like, immobilized nonsense to, like, kill my plan. So let's get provoking roar back to make sure I go fast. And disarming one of those archers is always good. Gotta pick the wound on the provoking roar. We would got so much value. Alright, that's probably my next enchantment. Alright. Oh boy. Well, at least a lot of these guards aren't even moving, so that's something. This scenario is also going to take so long. Okay. Ooh, I don't like that crit there on my ally. Oh, why? Why are you missing? Alright, that's at least doing some damage. That's something. A little damage and poison. Then the rest of my allies are doing nothing. Ugh. This is not great. Alright, what do I get rid of? Harmless contraption probably at this point. Can't get rid of anything with movement. I get rid of flamethrower, but I might actually use it. Don't think I'm gonna use the heal of harmless contraption. The characters are all fairly healthy. Alright, this is gonna have to be a two-part episode. It's already 1 hour. It's probably gonna take another hour to finish. So this looks like a good place to pause the episode. Thank you for watching. Until next time.